Today on the TNT Podcast, I'll be trying to convince my dad that the Dover Demon and the Kelly Hopkinsville encounter both truly occurred and are real stories. The reason we are going over both today is because experts say that they are such similar stories that they may be the same creature behind it all. Are you ready to become a believer?
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
This creature was... Can you just have an open mind? This creature was spotted in 1977 near a town called Dover, Massachusetts, which is very close to Boston, which is a big place. Most people believe that the Dover Demon was an alien from another planet, but we'll get into that.
Here we go. Another extra testicle. Everybody wants an extra testicle.
A 17-year-old man named William Bartlett was driving down Farm Street.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You just said, what'd you say?
William Bartlett.
You're 17. You're not a man. How'd he get to be a 17-year-old man?
That's what you found wrong.
I gotta give you good effort for that. Because, think about it. You tried to sell him as an adult.
That's what you saw wrong with this?
Yeah.
I said 17-year-old man.
Yeah.
Instead of...
You're 17. You're not a man.
I think I'm close. Okay. He's driving... Okay, so you messed me up, man. He was driving down Farm Street, and there's a farm beside the road with a stone wall around it, and he sees this weird creature crouched on the stone wall, and it had really long arms that just held onto the rocks as it walked. And
it's a chimp.
It's not a chimp, I promise.
That poor monkey just wants to fall home.
It's not a chimp. It had glowing orange eyes. It had
He's a whizzed-off monkey.
He had no nose or mouth, but had a huge watermelon-shaped head. That's how he was described.
Boy, that's an ugly monkey. No wonder he's so mad.
It's not a monkey. It's... Later that same afternoon, a 15-year-old boy named John Baxter spotted it in the same area.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. He's 15 and he's not a man yet? But 17, he's a man. 15, he's not a man. Well, it lacks a year or so in your opinion.
What?
You called a 17-year-old a man, now you call a 15-year-old a boy. So where's the fine line
A 15-year-old is a kid. You hit 17, your voice is deep, you're taller, like me.
You say so.
He spotted it on the same area, but this time on Miller Hill Road. The next night, a 15-year-old girl named Abby Brabham saw it on Springdale Avenue.
This monkey's getting around. He's just lost, that's all.
All three drew a picture of this creature, and they all three looked the exact same.
Rehearsed.
Bill Bartlett wrote that he would swear on a stack of Bibles that he saw this creature in the flesh.
Old honest Bill.
You're being extra annoying today. I feel like I should get that out there. You're a little extra. It's every sentence I pause.
Don't pause.
The local news station checked these locations on a map and learned that this creature was traveling over 2 miles in a straight line. And while the
Wait a minute.
What now?
2 miles in a straight line?
Yeah.
That monkey ain't lost. He's on a mission. He's going somewhere. He knows right where he's going.
While the Dover Demon occurred in 1977, the Kelly Hopkinsville encounter, which I'm covering, happened 22 years earlier in 1955. These strange creatures attacked a small farmhouse in Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Yesterday, Bigfoot's attacked a farmhouse. Now it's aliens attacking a farmhouse.
Late on the night of August 21st, 1955, 5 adults and 7 children arrived at the Hopkinsville police station saying that they'd been attacked by aliens that arrived in a spaceship. And they had to hold the beings off with gunfire for 4 hours.
4 hours?
Yeah.
It must have had a lot of ammo.
Wait, what?
Must have had a lot of ammo to shoot at them for 4 hours.
Well, I mean,
Did these aliens not have no laser guns or nothing to shoot back?
The 2 adult men, Elmer Sutton and Billy Ray Taylor, made statements that they had shot at
Elmer.
shot at several short aliens who repeatedly poked their faces in the doorway and windows. The local newspaper reported the number of beings at 12 to 15 of them. But the 2 men never reported that many, so...
You know what they say?
What do they say?
Never let the truth get in the way of selling a good newspaper story.
The police initially thought that they may have accidentally gotten into a gun battle with their neighbors and pretty much gathered up a posse at this point. 4 city police officers, 5 state troopers, 3 deputies, and 4 military officers, all from a nearby army base, went
all
to
they could
this.
find.
They went to this scene and they reported that all they found were bullet holes in the windows and walls. And so there's no.
That's strange.
What?
These cryptids are extremely intelligent. Do you agree?
I mean,
they never let the police see them. Only the local rednecks. Nobody else. I mean, you can't make this up.
that could be on purpose to be seen by people who would seem crazy.
Well, they're doing a good job of it.
Now this is the strange part right here. The cops left, and the 12 people returned to the house the following day. The neighbors reported that the family had packed up and moved away because this being returned at 3 o'clock in the morning. There were various reports from the witnesses about how these creatures looked. You know, they were described as being 2 to 4 feet tall. They had large pointed ears, claw-like hands, skinny legs, and eyes that glowed yellow. They claimed this creature floated through the trees.
That poor, ugly owl.
It's not an owl. The men would hear bullets striking the creature, and they said that it didn't sound like bullets hitting flesh. It sounded like a metal bucket, like just shooting a metal bucket. And when one of the beings was shot, a green-like substance that glue in the dark came out of it. And it was, never really determined what this substance was. But some people think it might have been its blood or something like that. And now I'm going to cover some of the plausible explanations for this thing put forth by scientists about what this could possibly be. One theory is that the Dover demon was nothing more than a snowy owl. The eye shine was consistent with that of a snowy owl's eyes in the car headlights. And
now you got it.
Hold on. The Dover police believed it was a school kid hoax, and only kids between 15 and 17 had seen it. Because when they said at the time this happened, Star Wars and Close Encounters of the Third Kind were at the theaters.
Oh, yeah.
And another theory was the creature was simply a moose calf because of its strange shaped head. All of these theories.
Those poor kids don't know the difference between a moose, an owl, or an extra testicle. Come on, man.
I'm not even going to finish now. Now is for the Hopkinsville creature. One theory is that the family was shooting at nothing more than a great horned owl.
Great horny owls.
Horned owls.
In other words, when the owls are horny, they don't want anybody around their nesting areas. I mean, it's like when you was a kid and I was in the bedroom with Stacy.
Okay. That's enough. This would explain them moving through the trees and their skinny legs. Great horned owls have been reported as being aggressive if you're in their nesting area. But this could be a plausible explanation, but I just don't see it being that. Now as for your normal theory of them being intoxicated, it can't be true. The police said that there was absolutely no drinking involved in any of these incidences.
What'd they say about drugs?
Now, one expert tries to claim it's all a hoax because 2 of the adults were carnival workers, but...
Carnival workers?
Yeah?
Wait a minute.
Oh, gosh.
So you're saying you can't trust a man who makes a living guessing people's weight or operating a tilt-a-wheel at the carnival?
I didn't say that.
That's stereotyping. I mean, if you think about it, I can hear the judge now, the guy's in court. I know you swore to tell the truth there, Elmer, but, you're a carnival worker. I know everything comes out of your mouth's a lie. Poor Elmer. He should have been a doctor.
I might as well just put these papers down. They ain't doing you no good. Now, the Hopkinsville incident made it into the Air Force's Project Blue Book. The Dover demon was, pretty much dismissed because it was only spotted by 3 kids. And, just all of that together, just people called it a hoax. But with all the sightings and all the bullet holes,
Hold it right there. I'm a genius. I figured this one out. Hang on, I gotta finish my map right here.
What have you been
drawing them out? Give me a second.
I was wondering why you had your head turned.
Hang
This
on,
whole-
I got this. Now, you can tell the readers what
This
the map
is-
looks like if you want to.
This is 2 circles and a line with an arrow across it with the words Hopkinsville and Dover, Massachusetts. Kentucky. What? And it says the word map on all.
Okay, now, it's going to be a little bit complicated, but hear me out. I figured this out from what you were saying
I
earlier.
really don't think this is complicated, Dad.
It's simple geometry, actually. See, this monkey was over here in Hopkinsville in 1955, right?
Right.
And then he was in Massachusetts in 1977.
Yep.
And he was walking in a straight line.
You got it.
So if you put a ruler on the map between Hopkinsville and Dover, you get a straight line.
That's
He
what I
was
said.
walking in a straight line. See, the problem was he walks really slow.
This map is.
So it just took him 22 years to get there. I mean, he's probably still going in a straight line today. And you know where you'd be right now? He's probably 3/4 of the way across the Atlantic Ocean. He just wanted to go visit England.
You drew this map while I was giving my.
Yes. That straight line gave me an idea, a theory. My theory's as good as theirs, right? What are you doing to my map?
Well, I guess as custom as usual, I have to ask, what on the score of 1 to 10? You got to give me a high one for this. You
I
have
do?
to. Yes, because
What did you convince me?
I've had to convince you of something here.
What?
Because if you there's no theory that makes this make sense. There's nothing. Not even your map. It doesn't explain anything.
Let me put it this way. It's always aliens and big feet. Big feet and aliens, they always go to some farmhouse where some rednecks are at. Why wouldn't they go to the White House and say, hey, we see you're trying to go back to the moon, something you did in the 1960s when you didn't even have a computer. But now you got computers, you can't even get back to space. We can help you with that. I mean, think about it.
Yep.
Yeah, what?
I hear you.
No, let's go over here, travel billions of miles across the universe.
You don't think maybe
and land
you
over here
No.
at this farmhouse
Okay.
in Kentucky where these 2 redneck
Okay.
carnival workers are at, and peek in the windows
There's
and make them shoot up all their
probably a
shotgun
reason for
shells.
that. There's probably a reason for that. They have motives that we don't understand because it's not our science. And I've been trying to tell you this.
Not our science.
It's because
what kind
alien.
of motive? Give me a good motive.
You don't think? Okay, what if they?
Boy, we're gonna scare these rednecks
They
tonight.
could- how do you-
We traveled 10 billion light years
That's
just
not-
come over here and scare these rednecks.
It's not impossible to think that they do that. You ever heard of the just all the cases of they have their own studies they make? That's why they.
Do you believe in aliens?
What if aliens don't want to be seen?
Well, they were getting shot at, so evidently they were
But they
seen.
don't want to be seen by higher up people who could do
Oh,
something
just
about it.
dummies.
Just people who, the lesser people who can't do it. I'm saying you have to give me a higher score for this.
Do you remember rods?
What?
Rods. They were a cryptid rod.
Oh, the thing on the
Catch them
camera.
on cameras.
Yes, I was going to cover those in the
They're-
next episode.
Oh, you either gonna cover rods,
I was going to.
save your breath. You know what they found out that was?
What?
Insects flying through the air. The camera speed is too slow to pick up on it, and it'll show the same insect about 6 inches long with about 8 wings.
I can already tell these papers aren't doing you no good. All right, well.
See, there's a simple explanation for everything. And this
Yep.
poor monkey, he's wanting to go to England and visit the Queen, and here y'all are. Oh, he's from outer space. He's always from outer space. But I've given you a
I'm just-
map. I demonstrated what probably happened.
What's your final score?
2. I'm really getting on your nerves tonight.
I think we're going to end this episode here today. I think this has been.
You thought you was gonna get a 10. You thought I seen the Dover Demon.
Well, I thought that's what the one you might
Thought
have
I
seen.
might have seen aliens.
I mean, it wouldn't have been like, I don't imagine you'd see. I don't know. It just seems like something that fit you. You've talked about
Fit me.
You've talked to me about the Dover Demon before when we were a kid, when I was a kid or something like that. That deer cam picture, I don't remember.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, we saw that on YouTube.
Okay, well. So you give
They
it a 2?
called it a Dover Demon.
You give it a 2?
I give it a 2. I don't know. It's
You
just
seem to have
weird.
been you have been different this episode.
I don't. My mouth's finally feeling better, so I'm just aliens. Come on, man.
I said it could have been an alien. Didn't mean it is an alien.
You know what Einstein said?
I don't want to know. What do you say?
He said all that alien stuff's just a bunch of gobbledygook.
I don't think that was a direct quote.
Yeah, he said alien stuff's just a gobbledygook. And he said two things, I remember. One of them was aliens. Them aliens is just gobbledygook.
You know, there's other sciences we don't know about, right? There could be aliens.
The other scientists Einstein didn't know about.
Yeah.
Well, somebody forgot to tell him because he thought he knew them all.
I think we're going to end this episode here. I got a 2, which could have been better, could have been worse. Next episode, I will come back. We will not be covering rods in the next episode, I guess. I got to delete that script. I will be ending this episode here today.
You do rods. You know, you might convince me.
Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. Don't cackle at me when I'm trying to do something here and you're cackling.
I got a rod.
In the episode, we're out. We're
TNT
out. I'm leaving. I'm done.